Hi Aries, thanks for tuning in. This is your reading for July. You may want to grab some headphones so that you can really focus on the reading and minimize any distractions, so you can really take in the messages and get the most out of your time here with me today. While I'm shuffling, please join me in tuning in, check in with your higher self, ask your higher self to reach out and connect with my higher self so that we can create a feedback loop to make sure that the messages you receive are tailored for you. Let's take a look. Okay, Aries. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. You also have the Ten of Pentacles in your reading at the foundation here. Now, it would seem from some of the surrounding cards here, and given that you do have those two tens here in the reading, which can be both be sort of family and home, marriage type of cards, there is a suggestion here that that you might be in a point of breakup in a relationship. You also have the Three of Swords here in your reading. The heart of the reading, you have the Tower crossed by the Four of Swords. So it feels like this may be an unexpected change for you. You may not have seen this coming, or perhaps it was you that initiated a breakup with your partner, but maybe it was a sudden decision. You also have Death here in reverse and Temperance in this quadrant. There's 5 major arcana cards in your reading. 2 pairings here at the bottom. So Death and Temperance with Justice and the Sun. So there could be an indication here that the Sun is in reverse, Death is in reverse. Could be an indication here of this becoming a legal situation. If this is not a family story for you, if you're not in a partnership and you're not in a breakup moment with your current partnership, this could be perhaps a legal matter with regard to a business partnership or an investment. There could be some kind of sudden and dramatic unexpected shift that is causing there to be a matter regarding documents or some legal issues or contracts that need to be either addressed or adjusted in some way. 2 twos in the reading, both in reverse. You have also with the Two of Wands here, the Page of Cups in reverse. This is another card here that could suggest that this is a relationship breakup reading, given that I keep saying Pisces, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, but this Page of Cups in reverse indicates that what was once an offer is now no longer, and this Two of Wands paired with it, it does kind of feel like you may be the one who's initiated this breakup, being that these 2 twos are in your reading here. It feels like maybe you were the one that made the decision to create a change in your circumstances. At the top of the reading, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, also the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. These cards could describe you at this time. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse could suggest that you now are single. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse could just simply suggest that, being that it's in the crowning card position of the reading, that your circumstances are changing and you may not be as grounded or may not be feeling grounded or settled in your circumstances currently if things are in transition and change. Death paired with Temperance here, it also suggests an ending or a change of circumstance, a radical change with the Tower card here as well. And, seeing Temperance come out in your reading here as well with the Justice card, it does also sort of lend itself to the interpretation that there could be some kind of legal issue going on here, or if it's not necessarily, if it hasn't gone to the point where it's a legal issue now, then this Temperance card is suggesting that there is some kind of, either there's a need for understanding and communication and reconciliation, or there is like perhaps this could be suggesting that you, or it's in your, it's, these cards are in the position of you, so this could suggest to you that you may wish to reconcile. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will or won't. It's just suggesting here, seeing that the Temperance card is showing up here with the Death card, that maybe you actually, that this could say that it's not what you want. This could say that this is what's happening. You know, the Death card could suggest that this is the current circumstance, that there is an ending to a situation. Seeing the Tower card at the heart of the reading does kind of suggest that this was a very radical and sudden, unexpected change in your circumstance. At the bottom of the deck, as I said, 10 of Cups in reverse. Again, suggesting like a family unit or like a marriage could be dissolving or separation. 5 of Wands, there's argument and conflict perhaps. 7 of Cups in reverse and 8 of Wands upright, along with the 10 of Wands there. Sorry, 10 of Swords, I'm going to take that. So 10 of Cups in reverse with 5 of Wands, I covered that. Possible separation, arguing. 7 of Cups in reverse here is kind of indicating that there is a little bit of confusion perhaps around the situation. 8 of Wands here is saying that this may, again, this is kind of affirming that this was very swift and sudden and unexpected. And the 10 of Swords there as the final kind of outcome card does suggest that this is an ending here with the Death. So 3 10s in a reading would certainly indicate that there is a totality of a cycle, that there is a culmination point here. Especially this 10, the 10 of Swords. Let's look at these 3 10s. There's definitely 2 of these 10s are family, marriage cards, home life cards. And this 10 of Swords, a closure of a circumstance. This could indicate a betrayal. There may have been an infidelity in the relationship, but honestly, by the time we arrive at this 10 of Swords, it's actually a relief. It looks quite gruesome, but the reality of the situation is, if this is what you're experiencing now, then the worst is over, because the betrayal has been revealed, or the pain has been revealed to the point that it can be over now because you're able to move on. This is a transition now. So if that's what's happening for you, Aries, I send you my best wishes. Let's see what else is here as far as instruction or perhaps advice from your higher self as to how to manage these energies. There is this 7 of Pentacles here, also in the outcome position. With this 10 of Pentacles here too, and the 2 of Pentacles. So there's three Pentacles cards here, actually 4 with the Queen at the crowning position. I feel that this could suggest that you may, this 7 of Pentacles here in the outcome, suggesting that you may need to like take care of your resources, perhaps protect your investments, or just simply manage your financial situation, throughout the course of this event unfolding. Just checking over here if there's anything else. 9 of Pentacles in reverse there as well. So there is definitely a highlight here on either resources, finances, or your physical energy. Also your time. I feel like there's some juggling going on here during this time period, and a reorganization of your resources. This could just as much be a business matter as much as it could be a family matter. If you're not in a relationship, this could, as I said, speak about a business issue, because you do have this, like, even though there's the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, which are family cards and home cards and can be marriage cards, I don't see the Lovers here. I don't see the 2 of Cups. There is the Sun here, but the Sun card here could be any kind of partnership, right? As the Lovers could be as well. But I do feel there is a possibility here that this could be in regard to a business matter as well. So definitely a transitional time here, looks like, for you guys. I do feel here with this Four of Swords as the crossing card of the reading over the Tower, that for some of you this is quite shocking and you didn't see this coming. Or if you, as I said, if you're the one that initiated this change, then your business partner or your marriage partner or your whatever kind of partner also may not have seen this coming, and it could have definitely thrown them off here. So I feel that that's it for the general reading. Pretty clear, cut and dry messages. I want to take the Voyager deck now and have a look at your higher octave reading and see if there's any more insight into what's really going on here, and how, if there's any counsel, if there's any instruction or advice on how to deal with this. So the higher octave reading is designed to provide a little more insight into what's happening on a karmic and spiritual level. It should hopefully provide a little bit more understanding of what forces are at play and how we can best work with the energies that we have available to us to make the most out of the opportunities for learning and growing that we are presented with at this time. So while I'm shuffling, please send your energy over into the deck. Magician reversed, crossed by Six of Cups, Seven of Crystals, Sage of Crystals reversed, Two of Cups reversed, there's the two now, Woman of Wands in reverse, Two of Crystals reversed, Three of Wands reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, Five of Wands, Nine of Wands reversed, Child of Worlds, Eight of Worlds, and Empress reversed. So this one could indicate that it is again a marriage or a partnership dissolving, with the Two of Cups in reverse in the position of how you're coming into this reading. Now, there's definitely a feeling of sadness in this spread. Like there's definitely like a sensation of, you know, in the first reading there was a feeling of like the carpet being pulled out from under you, this sudden shocking event. And here it feels a little bit like maybe you're already past the shocking part of the event and you're into the grieving and sadness part of it. Or, as I said, with this card in this previous reading here, once you've arrived at the Ten of Swords, the worst is over. So for some of you here, what it says here with this Six of Cups is the crossing card. It's called sorrow in this deck. Your challenge is to deal with the emotions. So if you've been aware, perhaps either for some time or just really recently, that there's been some manipulation going on or some dishonesty, that's what the Magician reverse is suggesting here at the heart of the reading, then that would definitely kind of catalyze and generate some emotions that would need to be processed in order to be purged and understood. So what else we have here? Two of Crystals in reverse with the Empress in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Worlds upright, and Sage of Crystals at the heart here, at the foundation. So definitely like transitional energy, unexpected changes. Definitely feels like everything's turned on their head, you know. Empress in reverse here feels a little quite similar to that Queen of Pentacles we had at the crowning card position of the reading. You know, this energy of like what is normally a very stable and grounded energy is kind of turned on its head in the face of unexpected events. A need to find clarity and balance within is suggested here as well, along with compassion and forgiveness. We kind of had a suggestion of that in the previous spread here. But what I feel here is that there is still like this sensation of, you know, like, again, being that it's a radical shift, an unexpected change, there's this element here of shock and a lack of understanding at this time. Like it's kind of like deer in the headlights. It's not really clear yet. So the work to do is to kind of, I guess, be graceful through the changes and work with managing and restoring emotional energy and mental energy to gain clarity on the situation, to give a voice to emotions which are appearing, that are actually valid, not trying to suppress or subdue any emotional energy that may be coming up, but at the same time maintaining practicality and pragmatism in your daily life to kind of manage your routines and your day-to-day needs, so that you can kind of keep moving through this time and transition into a new space and into new routines, and maybe even new physical spaces, if this is a movement as well for that, on that level for you. Two sevens there. 7 of Wands, 7 of Crystals. I mean, there is, as I said, there's the Magician at the heart of the reading, suggesting that there could have been some manipulation. There could have been perhaps an infidelity there. I'm seeing possibilities of that. But I don't necessarily feel like I need to kind of outline those kinds of things here. What it feels like in this spread is that it's speaking more about, you know, kind of, I guess, finding the resources within you, and the fortitude and the courage and the integrity and the wisdom and the discernment to manage your emotions and thoughts, as well as your resources in the physical world as well, to kind of, as I said, transition as gracefully as possible with these changes that are appearing. And I feel to say here that there is some energy that's kind of describing that this may feel a little bit unkind or insensitive to say this now, if you're in some kind of experience right now where there's been a shocking turn of events that are turning things on its head for you. But it does have this energy here of feeling like there is a kind of, how do I say that? Like forces at play here that are actually acting on your behalf and orchestrating in a way to kind of move you away from the influence of people who are not necessarily in their integrity, who aren't necessarily, you know, caring for you and loving you, and may not necessarily even be worthy of your trust or support even. That all sounds very harsh and very cut and dry, but it's just what I'm seeing here with these cards. There's a feeling here of like the universe is kind of extracting you from a situation which may be unhealthy for you, and one which, as I said, you may or may not have been aware of until recently, if it was you that catalyzed this transition. If it wasn't you, then yeah, you probably are in a state of shock at the moment. What else is here? Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Worlds in reverse, 8 of Cups, 4 of Worlds in reverse, and Man of Wands. There's also the Priestess there. I like that. I'm going to bring her into the reading. So yeah, in this spread, there's actually just 2 major arcana cards. You have the Death card in reverse and Empress in reverse. And here in the outcome cards, you have, again, the Priestess. She's kind of like the summary, the final card of this whole reading here. And I mean, these cards here, it's kind of more of the same of what we've been talking about. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is suggesting that this is maybe a new beginning, but one which may not be something that you expected or necessarily wanted or even invoked, but it seems like your hand has been forced somehow in this situation, and you're being requested or invoked to generate a new beginning in the physical world. One which, as I said, you may not have necessarily wanted or invoked, but it's happening. So that, and these other cards here are sort of saying that maybe partly what you're experiencing now is something that is a catalyst for you to move out of a stagnant energy. Like there's a feeling here that there may have been some kind of oppressive energy or fixed energy in the dynamic that you've been in, and this is part of a shake-up to kind of move you out of a time and space where your emotional energy and your physical energy may have been a little bit stuck and stagnant and reserved, and has been needing some kind of shake-up. 4 of Worlds in reverse and Man of Worlds. Again, it feels like a releasing energy. And this Man of Worlds here, never mind about the gender, but it's in the upright position. So you've gone from the Queen of Pentacles in the previous reading in reverse to now the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles in this reading in the upright position. So I feel like, again, this is a little bit of guidance towards maybe your guides and your higher self are showing you, okay, this is not an ideal situation, but it's actually designed to lead you into a better space, into I'm hearing territory, but yeah, it feels like moving it out of a situation or an environment where there may be influences acting upon you that actually are not really suiting your vibration, or not really in alignment with your vibration, with your frequency, with your intentions and your path and direction you're going. And the Priestess here is a final card. I'm happy to see her upright as well. Again, it's kind of a little guidance or encouragement from your higher self to say that there is a higher wisdom at play here, and while it may be an uncomfortable time, there is a design that's being played out that is actually beneficial to you, and you may not be able to see it now, but I feel like there is more information that will be revealed in the coming weeks, months, that will help you understand much better the purpose of this dynamic that you're experiencing right now, and it will land you in a better place in the not too distant future, with the King of Wands, with the King of Worlds coming out here. So again, while this may not be an easy time, these may be difficult circumstances that you're dealing with, strive to let these circumstances teach you as much as you can gather from the situation about yourself, about your personal archetypes, about your, shadow side. Let it teach you, let it craft a kind of greater you, a more wise and loving and compassionate you, given the circumstances that may not be easy. Let's see what this card is. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this could be the end of a love story here. Aries, I feel that's it for your reading. Just checking over. Strive to maintain discernment and clarity throughout the transition that's happening here. Strive to maintain harmony and balance within. And, of course, make sure you're always taking care of all the daily routines and rituals that will help make sure your wellness and health is as best as it can be through what could be a challenging time here of transition. So if you have any comments, please let me know in the comment section below. That's it for your reading for this month, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. I hope there's some things in here that you can work with. Check out the playlist on your screen now for all the other Aries readings from months gone by, and also the July playlist for the other signs. Thank you for your subscription, and I hope to see you in next month's reading.